then your mind is open and, oh my God, we can do that one, and that one. Let's use it. Let's just try it. Let's play with it, and maybe we can do more stuff with it. Start learning something new. Sometimes you are just happy that, okay, it's so easy. Sometimes you are just angry because something is not working, or you are just scared because, oh my God, it's so new.
Oh yeah.
So
the
maybe,
last job opening we got like 500. So
it's not easy to check all of them. I believe that in the logistic, I could imagine that you have agent who just help you plan your trip, what's worth it, what's not.
Konnichiwa. Welcome to the AI Automation Dojo, the show for people who believe that artificial intelligence is still, on most days, a very generous description. Today we're once again putting on our hard hats and exploring the digital construction side that is UiPath Agents and UiPath Maestro. They're the tools promising to build you a perfectly synchronized automated enterprise. But is it a skyscraper of efficiency or more of a digital shantytown? I'm bringing in an expert architect, senior developer Andrzej Eckert, to help us read the blueprints. On today's agenda, UiPath agents. Are they the tireless digital employees we were promised, or are they more like gremlins that you can't get wet and definitely can't feed after midnight? UiPath Maestro. Is it really the master conductor, or is it just a glorified traffic cop standing at the intersection of it should work and it doesn't, and a philosophical conundrum? When an unattended robot completes a task in a digital forest and no one is around to see it, did it actually save the company money? I'm your host, Andrzej Kinastowski, one of the founders of Office Samurai, the company that believes thinking outside the box is a good start, but maybe we should check what's inside the box first. So whether you've ever felt like you're herding digital cats, you suspect that Maestro is just 3 hamsters on a wheel, or just simply trying to understand the future without falling asleep, you're in the right group. Now grab your favorite katana, or whatever blunt object HR hasn't specifically forbidden, and let's get to it. So today we are joined by Andrzej Eckert, one of our senior developers, a guy who has a lot of experience in a lot of different technologies and projects. Andrzej, welcome to the podcast.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Tell me, why are you here? Why are you the one that I am talking to about UiPath Agents and UiPath Maestro?
Yeah, so let's say I'm the lucky guy. I was chosen to do one simple flow using the AI agents and Maestro from UiPath. I was really excited to do this because, like, in my day-to-day work, I'm not using UiPath as much, but I'm highly interested in AI topics. And when I saw the opportunity to do something new with the UiPath and AI, then I was happy to start and just explore the new new things from the UiPath.
And you do have some more extensive knowledge working with AI, right?
Yes. So, of course, in my let's say in my RPA career, when I think. First thing was the document understanding, and then I start thinking, okay, I was eager to know what else we can use to automate the processes. And like the RPA is amazing, we can do a lot of stuff with it, but unfortunately not all. And then we have to help ourselves with the document understanding or AI. So I started to explore this AI world. I've done some courses. I finished postgraduate studies in this field. What I really wanted to do is to involve somehow AI in processes, because using day-to-day AI is fun, of course, but pure potential is when we actually see how we can use it in the processes, how we can save some money using it, and yeah, I think I go far away from your question. Sorry.
No, but it is quite important because a lot of people go deep into the AI field, exploring a lot of different things AI can do, but then have a lot of trouble translating those AI skills into something that is actionable, right? Into something where, in our case, we're working in business processes field. So for us, the question is, how can we use all of the things that AI can do to actually improve or automate business processes? Right?
Yeah.
And also, I think that the topic of what we're talking today, the UiPath Agents and Maestro, this is exactly the answer to that. It's one thing to know how to build something AI. It's completely another thing to know how to apply it to a business process.
Yes, exactly. So starting from looking for the processes where we can use AI agents, I would say it's at the beginning it's difficult because the hardest is to find the first one.
Yeah.
So after that, when you notice that there is actually something that we can use this AI agents, then your mind is open and, oh my God, we can do that one, and that one. Let's use it. Let's just try it. Let's play with it, and maybe we can do more stuff with it. But this first step is very difficult. And before the Maestro and AI engines with the UiPath, for me, I'm not like the typical programmist. So for me, what was difficult to combine, let's say, UiPath with my LLM scripts from Python and other stuff. Of course, it's not like super hard. It's you can connect it, but still, it was a bigger effort. And then UiPath came and showed us AI agents and Maestro, and we saw that now it's really easy to combine RPA and AI agents, and this is amazing.
Yeah, it is one of the upsides of having an integrated platform, right?
Yeah.
All of the pieces fit together, and it's way easier to use them. Like in opposition to a strategy that a lot of companies take, where they buy a lot of different bits and pieces, and then they put all of the effort into actually combining those things and making sure they do work together. And when you when you started working with UiPath Agents and UiPath Maestro, you already had experience with AI and with RPA platforms. And we got early access, right? So it didn't look the same way as it does today, even though only a few weeks have passed.
Yeah.
What were your first impressions working with those tools?
To be honest, the first thing, oh my God, it's so easy. It's super easy because the interface of creating of AI engines it's very simple there. It's like all stuff which I learned on the courses, how to create some kind of agents using Python, and then UiPath came and I just copy paste here. Yeah, it's so easy, really. Like everyone can do this. Last project with UiPath I've done like a year ago, even more. And to be honest, during this time I didn't spend any time with the UiPath. And then this project appeared, and I was so eager to do. But I was afraid that maybe lack of my knowledge with the latest UiPath updates may be problematic here. But it wasn't, and this is amazing because really, it was super easy to start. There was some minor bugs at the beginning, but we were lucky because each bug we can report. They were fixing it, helping us. In case that something didn't work, we had help from UiPath. And for me, that was like the a nice surprise.
Sure.
That it's super easy to start. And first, what I've done just for me is I took the agents which I create for myself and just copy paste prompts to the UiPath, and it worked almost exactly the same. So I spent a lot of time creating my own agent, but with the UiPath, okay, of course I had prompt and many stuff already prepared, but I could just copy paste to the UiPath AI agent, and it just worked. So it was amazing how easy it could be.
Yeah, and it kind of reminds me of my first impression with RPA many years ago, right? Because I used to write scripts like VBAs and in some other languages to automate things in the office, and then RPA comes and I can do the same things way easier with way less work and in a more scalable way that is easier to control. And it kind of feels like it's the same story again. It doesn't mean that there's no point in learning how to do it in Python and how to do it on the low level, but clearly not everyone has to go that deep, right?
Yes, exactly. So many of my friends in the RPA field do not have any, let's say, IT programmatic background. So they just learn the tool, they just learn the UiPath and start doing. Of course, with the UiPath, you have to know the basics.
Sure.
But still, you are not like the developer. And you can still use it. And this is amazing. I wasn't scared because when it's funny feeling when you start learning something new. Sometimes you are just happy that, okay, it's so easy. Sometimes you are just angry because something is not working, or you are just scared because, oh my God, it's so new. And here it was just pure joy. Honestly, because I wasn't expecting that. I thought it's gonna be difficult. Honestly, I spent a lot of time during courses to find out the power of AI agents, and then UiPath came, and you just need to copy paste few prompts and it's working. And it's not. But then you check it and oh my God.
Those were the good things about it, right? But what were the pain points? You mentioned that some of the things didn't work. I imagine, and I hear from the developers that worked on this project, that not everything is as smooth, as perfect as we would like to. What were the things that were a pain?
Okay, yeah. Always there's some things that you would change. Maybe I will start with the Maestro, because over there I noticed more things that just that annoyed me a little bit.
Sure.
So first of all, we couldn't work together in the same project. And for us it was a big deal because we don't have like too much time to finish the project. It's not like we were rushing, but still you have other responsibilities. You sometimes just have like 2-hour window to work on it, and your colleague is working there, so you basically you can copy paste the solution or do something else, but then you have to move it back. that wasn't the greatest thing.
Yeah, and this is for those who haven't tried it yet. Maestro is like the top level of where you orchestrate the process. And so it is, and then in Maestro you connect different things, so like agents and API calls and robots and Action Center, all of those things. But so you can work on those small things.
Yes, of
but
course, yeah.
the Maestro view, the BPMN view, only one person can be editing
Exactly.
at the same time.
So with the Maestro, now we would plan a little bit our work. We will plan a little bit differently to not interrupt each other with the Maestro. But it's a new thing.
Sure.
And like you've done a piece of a process and you're eager to test it, to just run it. Okay, I will see what's working, what's not. So testing just the agents and the small parts of the flow. Yes, you can do this, but like the joy is when you can click from start to end and see the results. I know it's like old-fashioned, let's say, testing, but with the new fix, it's like very pleasant to see that, it's working finally.
Yeah, especially that with Maestro, you can see it very visually, where it goes, it turns green and so on.
Yes,
but it is, probably it is also about us finding the best practices of working with the new tool, the same way that when we were years and years ago learning how to build bots, we've been learning how to split them into components, how to test each component separately and so on. So I presume in time this will clear up a little bit.
And also like I'm wondering, because with the RPA we start with some best practices, they evolve. UiPath provides some best practices, but we as a company change those to be more flexible for us. And with the Maestro, we didn't get anything yet. It's like totally normal. It just started. We have to test it. And maybe UiPath also will provide some best practices, or companies can do it on its own. Also how to work with it, so it will like fix our problem immediately. But going back to the stuff which annoys us, which annoyed us a little bit. So the variables over there, you can see all of them like in the one place, and it was sometimes hard to find what you actually want. Especially when in one process you have 3 developers, which also, let's say, are testing the new process. They're using some. We should exchange the variable name, etc., etc. And actually, you can see that you have 2 variables with the same name, but the ID is different. So that was tough and. Wasn't easy to find what we actually want.
And we're talking on the Maestro level, right? So the variables where if you connect something like an agent, it gets some inputs, it gets some outputs, you need variables for this, and all of those variables are seen on the main level of Maestro, right? So if the project is big, I imagine there's a lot.
And other thing, as I remember when we did some change in the agents. Let's say that we want to add some variable or remove it. Those also, as I remember, are deleted from or just not working in the Maestro. So you have to provide those once again. So let's say that you have, let's say, 3 input variable, and then you change a name or something. As I remember with UiPath, those are adjusted immediately in the studio. So here not. And I hope that they will fix it and change it. I don't know.
In the studio, it wasn't always like that. So hopefully here it will also.
We have to remember that it's just the beginning. I don't know. The official release was like
6-7 weeks ago.
Yeah,
so it is quite fresh. Yeah,
exactly. So it's like a small child for now, and
yeah.
We will see how it grows. But I strongly believe that UiPath will do the great work here, as usual.
Yeah. We could say that. And when it comes to testing, because you mentioned testing, it's one thing to test the whole Maestro flow, right? And this one person can do at the time, and we get that. But when it comes to agents, what's your experience with testing? Because generally, testing things based on generative AI is a problem,
Yes.
right? You get undeterministic results, and so it's even hard to guess whether the answer it gave you on a given case is right or not, because it's not just comparing two strings, right? How does this work with UiPath agents?
First, simple testing is just putting your after your first prompt which you provide, you are just typing input and you get output, and it's really and just very very fast way to test like the stuff during automation. But let's say that you finish your agent and you want to do the proper testing, then with the UiPath we've got the evaluation. I forget the name. Evaluation set, let's say, or I don't know exactly.
Scenarios? I don't remember either, but there's some evaluations.
Where you can put all the test data which you got, and just with the one button just run it, and you will get the results of each test. Of course, still, can I say which case we had?
Sure.
So our case was related to reading CVs and getting information from CV about the people who want to start work in our company as a RPA developer. So we just feed it with the bunch of CVs and just run it, and we just observe if the output is really what we wanted. So with the production processes and the production agents, for sure this set of the test data should be really big, and maybe it's better to think about other LLM which will check our LLM, because doing it manually.
Yeah, we're at that stage, yes.
Yeah. So, but for our case, it wasn't needed. We just use this evaluation, I think, and it worked okay. Maybe we could think about something better to do it like faster and with the better overview. But for now, I think it's enough. Like it will grow. People will say what they really need, and more people will be involved. More people will see that. So personally, I don't have better idea. So how to test it, but I'm sure that that they will figure it out, and it will be more precise. Because I think this is the bigger issue with the general AI engines, how to evaluate each test, because not always you can say that it's correct or not.
Yeah, there is also in the valuations, there is a possibility to use, from what I saw, LLM as a judge. So the system where it doesn't just check one-to-one, it doesn't just compare the strings, but it makes like an informed decision. But testing LLM tools is a pain in general. So we will see where it goes. And the integration, like we mentioned that this is being within the platform. It's easy to integrate with other pieces of the platform. What's your take on that?
Okay, so that was another nice surprise for me. Because, okay, honestly, I've never used data service from UiPath before. So it was like my really first time when I opened data service. I never needed for the project, and but here we need it. It was so easy. Like connection AI agents with other tools. It's super easy. It's just like a drop down list where you can choose what you want, and you've got it. It's amazing because this is also the part where I was a little bit afraid when I create the agents, but really it's super easy, and you just create the for my agent I needed to extract some HR data in case that the a person would ask about some stuff of our company. Let's say when we starting to work. So of course we needed to feed the agent with some data. So I just copy paste our HR welcome PDFs or something like that. What we got, and just put there, and that was it. Then just connect with. Actually, it was drop down list where I choose data service. I choose the folder where is it, and that's it. Yeah. And same thing with other tools. You can, I didn't test it yet, but you can start a robot from these agents, as I remember. So it's amazing because it allows us to just write a simple chatbot where you can just type, and like everyone in company just could start talking and said, okay, I need that document or that report, and the AI engine start the flow which create report which is needed. It's amazing because you will get like real data. Let's say it's gathering from some databases, and like whenever you want, you get it. So
and with a very easy to use interface, right?
Yes.
Because this is something that we have been struggling with. Over time, it's gotten easier and easier. I remember running the automations on demand. We had a lot of versions of how we do it, even starting from executables that would call up UiPath's API to run a job, and then we moved to things like connecting teams, but you had to type a very specific command, right? And then UiPath apps and so on. But now it's kind of, you can interface with it like you would with a human. You can ask it, hey, can you run me a report? And then it's going to ask you which report do you want, what are the dates and so on. And after it gets all the information, it can run it. Once it gets all the information, it can run the automation to get it for you, right?
I still remember bots where the bot was checking every 5 minutes the mailbox to see if the email arrived, and then just start to work. And the whole VM was just only checking the mailbox all over.
That was not an efficient way to use the licenses. We've done some of those. There was no better way at the time. So
it was like 6 years ago.
Yeah, so. But it was for years now. We have been talking about hyperautomation, right? There was this term coined that hyperautomation is when you have a platform where all of the pieces can easily fit together, and it feels like Maestro is finally fulfilling that promise, right?
Yeah.
Because I played with it. I wasn't part of the project, but I played with the technology a little bit, and just the fact that you can just put a box in Maestro and then, like you said, choose one of the published projects or robots in your orchestrator, or you can choose data service and get data from the data service, or run an integration service, which is for those who haven't been using it. With an integration service, you can have prepared API calls to basically any system that is reachable, and once you have them prepared, you can just choose it, you give it parameters, and it just runs, right? Yeah. So this is the what Hyperautomation was promising us, that it will be easy to call up different part of your ecosystem and work with it. Like you could call up a document understanding and give it a document, or I don't know, communication mining, or a robot, or whatever else.
Yeah, that's true. So actually, I don't know what else I could add here. It really looks like Hyperautomation now with Maestro, and it's very easy way to connect. I don't want to say whole company in just one flow, but you could if you want to. I don't know why, but.
I don't know why you would want to, but it's doable.
It's doable now.
Are there any functionalities in the agents and in the Maestro that are still missing? Anything that you or our team are still waiting for to be implemented?
So yeah, for sure those things which I said that are now annoys me. So it would be nice to change it or adjust somehow. But honestly, with the Maestro, probably more than with the AI agents. What I'm afraid that if we add too much stuff to AI agents, it's not gonna be so easy. So it start to not be accessible for everyone. Like even junior RPA developer now is able to work with that. But let's say that they could provide more options for inputs to the agents, because now we have. I'm not sure exactly if something was added lately. But we could use like string objects and some few others, but it was missed that
types, right?
It was missed that I couldn't provide these agents with whatever I want, because with the standard approach, I can do whatever I want with it and provide whatever I want, and if it would not work, it would not work. But here there is no way to do this. But still, for now, I didn't need any additional things. But I'm sure that others will need it, and probably me in the future with some other projects also.
Yeah, probably we will start building new projects, and then we will want to do other things that maybe are not possible yet. One thing that I'm personally waiting for is the possibility to connect your own LLM engine. This is something
exactly.
That is in the pipeline. We know it's coming, but a lot of companies would rather have their own engine that they could call up.
Yeah, that's true. Now we can connect to the GPT from 4 higher and one more. I don't remember.
I think there's Claude in there. GPT Mini, 4.0 Mini or something.
And if you already have license to another AI tool, it would be great if you could use it.
Sure. When you think about what the AI agents and Maestro can do, what processes do you think it will allow us to automate? You have a lot of experience automating different kinds of processes for different organizations. What do you think will be the low-hanging fruits of the whole agents and Maestro thing?
I think customer service.
Customer service.
Yeah. So I'm introvertic, so I don't like to talk with people.
Okay, fair enough. A lot of developers are like that.
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm kidding. But actually, if I want to do some stuff, or I don't know, my package is missing, and now those chatbots are so annoying, and I hope I hope it would change with so easy accessible agents, because I value my time.
Sure.
I hate to waste 10 minutes with the chatbot to just be connected to the guy who actually can do stuff. So I would say that the customer service would be the first one.
Sure.
Of course, in the bigger companies, HR. For small like ours, I think there is no point. But I heard that we're getting a lot of CVs for.
Oh yeah,
So
the last
maybe,
job opening we got like 500. So
it's not easy to check all of them. So we can help ourselves with the agents, but I'm not sure if it's legal.
It's okay for the AI to help you structure the data and then filter it. It's not okay for it to make a decision who you're gonna hire. So we should be fine. We don't want the AI to do the actual decision for us.
Even so, it's like amazing help for you if you get simple table with the data and people who are applying to your job. But actually customer service, I would say, will be the first one. I believe that in the logistic, I could imagine that you have agent who just help you plan your trip, what's worth it, what's not, and it also could be beneficial for companies. I know it's a more difficult and harder task to do, but still, in the future, for sure, I can bet that companies will start applying it. Now they have like a lot of algorithms who help them to choose right path, road. So I believe that you can the driver will, we have traffic here, what to do, and the agent will answer you, let's go other way, because the agent will be fit with the data, let's say, with the packages which you have and the places where you have to go. So I believe it would be helpful.
It's not as easy as just the GPS choosing a different route. You have to take the context into account and do it. This is what the agents are good at.
Yes, I can imagine it's a big project, but still for a companies who has like the millions of the packages and stuff, it will be profitable for them. What else? So like when I'm thinking about this question, it's like where we cannot use it. I think it would be simpler, but because the potential is very big. Like I think we even now we don't know the capabilities in 2 years. I remember when document understanding was like something super new and amazing, and we will not have anything better. That is true. The technology evolves, and it was like 5 years ago. Actually. So now document understanding is almost okay, I will say almost everywhere, but probably not. But
it is business as usual,
yeah.
right? It's
Yeah,
something that you probably already have.
Yeah. So and it was just 5 years. So I'm wondering what happened in next 5 years. I believe that we will have a lot of work in this area, and companies will look for it. Now they don't have companies don't have any agents, but they have budget to just do something with it because they want to have it because other companies have it. So I can imagine that it's gonna be almost everywhere. And if the company use UiPath, sooner or later they will use AI agents as well.
True. If you're already on the platform, then it's way easier for you to adopt this for sure. I'm thinking about what would be I'm thinking, what do you think is stopping companies from using those technologies? Because the adoption, I mean, as we said, it's only weeks, right, when it comes to the UiPath's implementation, but a lot of companies are hesitant to do this. What do you think the reasons may be?
Let's say obvious one, money. I would say it's still expensive, and maybe it's not profitable for every company, but document understanding 5 years ago had the same problem. But still the bigger companies use it, so I would say it may be a problem, but it's not the biggest one. And I think the biggest one, it's like I would say the same what we have with the RPA. So people are just scared of the capabilities. People are scared that they is gonna be fired or something like that. And it's not true, because I work 7 years as the RPA developer, and they were saying to me that, oh, you're gonna do the robot and people will get fired. No, they will just have another task, something more creative, something more just not boring.
No, of course it works like this, especially that we work with the big enterprises, big international companies. They have a problem of not being able to hire enough people.
Exactly.
So that's not, when you automate processes, you do not fire anyone. You just move them to something that makes more sense for a human.
Exactly. And I think that just companies just have to lie a little bit with it. Just maybe they need to see that it's actually work in other companies. And then they will start thinking to implement it on his own.
Maybe this is the best possible motivator is jealousy. You see others doing it, getting the benefits, and then you say, okay, maybe we're gonna do that too.
Yeah, definitely. People talk like you having a beer with your friend, and oh my, we have the new automation, we have something like AI agents, and oh, maybe we can do the same here. No, I will talk to my boss or something like that. So I know it's gonna be like a small this small ball which you do in the winter, and you just push it, and it's getting bigger.
Snowball effect.
Yeah, thank you. So I believe it's gonna be that way, definitely. And I think now it's for us during the business analyst, it's too hard. It's hard to find like very simple RPA project without anything else. Those simple things are done. Now we have to include more things like document understanding, and this is the focus, let's say. And I believe it will also be focused for AI agents and Maestro for flows. Because really it's not hard to do and very helpful.
Yeah, and I think a lot of companies, they already have AI budgets. Like we actually see some companies coming to us. They want to do an automation, and solving this problem requires classical automation, but they say, no, we have to have AI because we only have the budget for AI that's left, right? So if you have the budget for AI, this may be the AI agents and AI UiPath Maestro may be the best way to use it at this very moment. We'll see what happens next.
Totally agree. Like, even if you don't have a budget, it would be nice to find some and just try it, because it's simply worth it to know what's going on and to see the capabilities. Because now, if you are not evolving, you are just going back. So you have to be on top, and you have to be eager to find out about new stuff, because the business is changing, and you just have to be on top and use the new stuff, just play with it to know what it's possible to do.
Yeah, especially that those are so new technologies that even for the sake of let's see what it can do, it makes sense to give them a try. You are a part of the AI Devs 3 training, right? So like you mentioned, you've been building AI assistants and agents kind of low level programmatically. And a lot of companies will want to go this way, right? What would you say are the pros and cons of doing it like low level, the programmist way, or kind of high level with things like UiPath Agents and Maestro?
Okay. Of course, with the low level, you're able to adjust everything and use, as we mentioned before, whatever engine you want. Very often, you can see combination of tool. Let's say you've got something, you've got some your own LLM like Llama, I believe, which allows you to do, let's say, simple stuff. And when it's not working, then you use something more expensive or expensive. Llama is free, I think. So then you are using any other solution. So it's convenient and just cheaper. But it's not for everyone. Like if you don't have any background with the any of programming language, it may be difficult for you. Of course, now with the Copilot ChatGPT, you can ask for whatever you want, but still it's not always as efficient as you would like to. And still you have to, work in the some code IDE, and many of people may be scared of it because they never touch it. So it's just much harder to start with the low code, low level, and with the AI agents, it's much easier. You don't have you don't have to have any knowledge of the programmatic. You don't have to know the even basics. Of course, you have to know how the LLM works. You have to know how to write a prompt. It's very important in both of those things. So if you use it before and now you want to jump to the AI agents, that it's just easier for you. But the first thing I would say that it's just easier to start with the AI agents.
Yeah, sure.
And the second thing maybe You can do more. Still, you can do more with your agent when you're doing it from the top. You can also use it to do stuff with the graphics and even doing transcripts from some conversation and then extracting data for it. So the capabilities are bigger, but
you mean when you do it yourself,
yes,
programmatically,
yes.
there's a lot of more things
Yeah.
you can do, sure.
Yeah, but honestly, okay, so transcript can be useful for if you want work as in customer service. Maybe companies use those conversation to extract some data and see what's I don't know. I never work in the customer company. Yeah, but still you can do this with the agents. You can't, maybe yet, but I don't know if we would find a business case where it would be needed. Honestly.
Yeah, sure. I mean, in the end, probably the best approach would be to be able to do both and then choose the right technology for the project. Especially that if you know how to do it low level and programmatically, you can also use UiPath Agents or Maestro to call up a piece of code that will do something for you that isn't available from the graphical interface, right?
Exactly.
So from that perspective, it's best to be able to use the both worlds, but I completely agree that the entry is way easier if you have a platform that you can use, because otherwise, if you want to write something from scratch, it is extremely interesting and it is a lot of fun to do, but it requires a lot of work.
Oh, of course, and I think we've the same thing is with the communication mining, and you can do it programmatically with the knowledge of coding, but also you can do it with the UiPath, which it's much simpler.
Yeah.
So I would say it's same case here. You can do it in the both ways, but using UiPath and there's interface is just much simple.
Sure. So this makes it more scalable, because you can introduce way more in the same amount of time. You can introduce way more projects and get them to production to do it. But in the end, it is kind of a choice where you either retain full control over your automation, but you pay with your time and the amount of skills you have to have, or you give up some control, but then you are able to execute way faster and in a more scalable way.
Yes.
Okay, Andrzej, thank you so much for joining me on this episode. Looking forward to seeing what new things you and other people from our team will develop using those technologies. And hopefully in one of the future episodes, you will tell me more about them.
Yeah, I hope so.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me. It's a new experience for me. I'm glad.
How was it? It wasn't all that bad, was it?
Yeah, it was fun actually. So yeah, it was a pleasant time, and thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you, Andrzej. And with that, we close the curtain on another performance of the digital orchestra. We've examined the players, we've questioned the conductor, and hopefully we've learned that UiPath Agents and Maestro are powerful tools, but not magic ones. A heartfelt domo arigato to Andrzej Ekiet for taking the time to separate the operational reality from the marketing fantasy. It's been a blast. And of course, thank you, our incredible listeners, for tuning in. We appreciate you carrying out a slice of your cognitive bandwidth with us. The episode was produced and directed by the one person who keeps the whole operation from turning into a blue screen of death, Anna Tsubal. Recorded at Vodzubit Studio, where we believe in one single process. Coffee in, podcast out. Did the episode trigger an automation in your brain? Subscribe on your platform of choice, leave a review that's more glowing than a server room fire, and share it with someone who needs a break. Got a burning question, a genius insight, or a story about an AI gone rogue? Our digital door is always open. Drop us a message. We're always listening. Until next time, remember to schedule some downtime. You're not a robot. At least, not yet. Matane.